2026, the first episode of 2026, the first month of 2026, the first guest of 2026. Guys, welcome to our podcast. We are back as we continue with our educational, motivational NBS podcast. My name is Maureen. I'm the CEO of Exclusive Medical Agency, and I don't end there, guys. Stay tuned to learn more about a lot about me. We are still complete. We've got Kay, my co-host, and today our first guest of 2026. We are so blessed. We've got a pioneer, got a diva in the nursing space. Who am I talking about? Sister Lulama. Can you please say a name, please? I don't want Woko. Guys, you'll forgive me. I am a baby girl, so yeah, the course will be so difficult. So today we've got a beautiful lady that is coming from the nursing space. Guys, she's got a lot to tell us. She's got massive information. When I say a diva in the nursing space, guys, please stay tuned. Don't go away. So today I'm going to give this opportunity to Sister Lou. She calls herself Sister Lou. I think I know a little bit about herself. She is the founder and the CEO of Lou Wellness. I'm correct, right?
100%.
Can I please give it to you to introduce yourself?
Wow, what a massive opportunity. I'm so blessed to be your first guest. I'm so blessed to be part of this massive journey of nurses transforming their lives.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So, tell us about Sister Lou. I mean, Sister Lou. One thing I always say to people is that I know a lot of nurses don't really like to be called sister, to have that professional identity attached to their name. I love it because it gets me ready and it keeps me focused. And I see you also call yourself Sister Lou. Who is Sister Lou? Where did you start? Are you a nurse? What are you doing?
First and foremost, let me take this opportunity to thank you
Yeah.
for calling me to be your guest.
Okay.
My name is Sister Lou.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine being detached from being a sister. I want to say that this is one of the best things that has ever happened into my life.
Yeah.
By the way, just to take you a way back, nursing came as a second profession.
Yeah.
I have
The second profession.
100%.
Wow.
I have a diploma in drama. Yes, I was a production coordinator.
Wow.
I'm a little bit familiar. Actually, not a little bit.
So this is actually your bread and butter. Like
But that is also a little bit weird based on the stereotype that I have. I would believe that doing drama, right, is something that somebody would do with passion. Like, this is my passion and I love this. And nursing is a profession, right?
100%.
So if you transition from what
drama
to
to
nursing,
to nursing,
what's the story behind that?
it's two different disciplines. It's entertainment and
Health.
medical.
Totally different.
That's actually a good question. Most people always ask me. I still also ask myself because those are two different entities. Coming from a film industry and coming to nursing, it was one of the life-changing, but also, do I have regrets? Absolutely not. It's actually a topic for another day, what made me to transform into it. But the good thing is that I'm here now. I'm a professional nurse. By the way, my name is Lula Mangoko,
Okay.
a professional nurse,
Yeah.
a founder and the CEO of Blue Skin Glow Products, also a life coach for aesthetics, advocate for nurses, also a founder of a Blue Wellness Clinic. And there's so many caps that I also hold, but we'll dilute into them as we go about.
God.
Let's give you a round of applause.
Beautiful.
Well done,
beautiful.
girl.
Sister,
A nurse
before you continue, you said she is the what in the nursing industry?
is the pioneer.
Pioneer?
Yes.
And also there's another word,
Diva.
a diva.
Yes.
You know, that also goes. Did you know that she studied drama and stuff?
I didn't know.
Wow.
I've said all of that without that knowledge.
That knowledge.
It is because of I went to her space and she motivated me a lot with what she has achieved already.
Wow.
So I admire her and I respect her. Hence, she is here today as a guest to motivate everyone in the country.
I'm always surprised by the guests you get because they are so powerful.
Yes,
I'm like, where do
yes.
you get them?
Yes,
You know?
yes. So this tells you that we've got a lot of CEO in the nursing space that have
Definitely.
not yet actually identified their skills, you know.
True.
Yes. So we are here for that, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So Sister Lou, you started working as a nurse when?
Hence, I've already mentioned that nursing came as a second career,
Yeah.
but I've already worked more than a decade. I think I started being a nurse, a professional nurse, 2010.
Yes.
That's when I started the journey of being a nurse. Quite interesting. Whereas I was, to be honest with you, in the film or entertainment industry, one will know that in most times there's no permanent jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
We always have you know, kind of
Contract.
contracts, and that was kind of frustrating. And somebody accidentally told me that, you know what, have you ever heard of nursing? One thing about nursing is very accommodative. You don't have to you know, have certain age in order to meet the requirements. So I'm one of few nurses that I was not called, but guess what? Today, I have found a passion into what I'm doing. I was not one of the nurses that says I was growing up dreaming to be a
You
nurse
never
or
even
whatsoever.
thought of nursing, like.
Not at all. Not at all. I was so comfortable in the space of the film or entertainment industry.
Because what we would know is that production and nursing, the financial bracket is different. Production is a lot of money, right?
100%.
But also nursing has security, right? Because there's contracts and there's permanent jobs this side.
To
So
to answer you there,
yeah.
I want to disagree with you. Nursing has a lot of money.
Tell me about it.
That's the reason we're sitting here. You are sitting with the CEOs.
I need to.
What are you saying? You are sitting with the employers.
Yes, that's the stereotype. We believe that TV has a lot of money.
No ways.
That's the
Nursing
stereotype.
has a lot of opportunity that we
Definitely.
want people to learn about them and
Exactly.
go and get them and utilize them.
So it's not about security anymore. You can
No.
also actually be rich.
By the way, we've got about 4 positions coming out in the exclusive medical agent
Okay,
that we want people to apply to work, to come and work for me.
got you. What are those
So-
positions?
So the position will be, I think we've got one in the admin space,
Okay,
and then we are looking for a driver.
okay.
We are also looking for a clinical facilitator that has theater diploma.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the third one is a NBS coordinator. So they must just look out on my social media page. I will be posting all of that information. All right. So never underestimate or undermine our
big.
profession.
Hmm.
Our profession is a wealthy profession.
True.
We just have to utilize and to know the channels of getting there.
True.
That is the reason of NBS. Gojo, what does NBS stand for?
Nurses Business Solutions.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Just to add on what
Yeah.
Sister Maureen is saying, one of the purposes of having such platforms, we are changing the narrative of the nursing background.
Correct.
God.
Nursing will never be the same, not in our watch.
Wow.
So one
Not
of the
in our one.
Wow.
not in our watch,
Exactly. Exactly.
we are planting a seed.
Yeah.
Just to talk more about it, one of my legacies, obviously, I would love to be rich, millions, billions, and whatsoever. But the seed that I am planting into nurses, actually, I am passing the baton. Whatever vision that God gave me, I would love to see young nurses being creative,
Yes.
coming and doing what I'm doing much better and better.
Look, before we can continue with many questions, I want us to go back into the production and nursing, right? When you transition into nursing, with the stereotype that I would say a lot of people have that, you know, nursing is just a profession to be secure, right? Did you go into it believing that, look, I'm going to be a CEO, I'm going to own this or that, or I'm going to make a lot of money or anything like that?
Not really. To be honest, it took me time to find myself and to understand why I'm there. The first purpose, I must be honest with you, it was a matter of that I needed security.
God.
And when I got there, I'm one of those nurses that would go. I don't know which department that I didn't work because
Wow.
I must be honest with you. I believe, yes, hard working is okay, but working smart, it's one of the key things that I believe in. So one thing about us nurses, we need to choose our battles. That's me
Yes.
personally.
Mm.
A jack of all trades and master of all.
Yes.
However,
Is that a real thing?
I
You're
think
saying it's a jack of all trades and master of none.
no, not at
Wow.
all. It doesn't apply to me. It depends.
Wow.
What is your vision? What is it exactly? What are your principles in life?
Yes.
And you just to make it happen. Remember, nursing is broad. One thinks that when we say jack of all trades, I'm going to be an EPI sister, I'm going to be a wound care. Not at all. Being a CEO, it means that you are sitting here, somebody's working. That's all.
Mm.
That's where we will talk more about the compliances and whatsoever, because it's important that you don't overwhelm yourself, but you need to have enough knowledge to run the business.
Be open minded.
Also to delegate.
100%.
So, Sister Lou, you've worked. We prefer us calling you Sister Lou, right?
Of course.
That is what I see in your social
That-
media pages.
Actually, that's my initial.
And by the way, she has achieved 100,000 followers in the TikTok as a nurse. For the first time, I've learned of a nurse of a nurse who is
you do dance
sitting.
TikToks or
No, she's not even doing that.
100K with teaching about nursing?
100K with her own business marketing strategies. Yes.
You're not doing any other content?
Not even lives.
People.
Not even lives. But one thing that I've learned within the social space is that authenticity is one of the key things.
Real.
When we conducting all these mentorship classes, one of the things that I teach my mentees is that, you know what? It is okay. I called you to learn certain skills, but you need to be innovative. When you go out there, people need to identify who you are.
Yes.
You know, there's nothing like copy and paste, but in a true sense, when I teach you all these things, I expect you to do them better and, show that you've got gifts. You can think out of the box.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, I get that.
That's beautiful.
So you worked as a nurse, bedside nursing for 10 years.
For 10 years,
Yes.
I guess so.
As
Yes.
as a registered nurse?
Yes. By the way, I was fortunate in as much as I didn't go and study D4.
Okay.
I went through studying with the auxiliary and whatsoever, but I didn't work in one of those categories. So
Okay.
I went straight 4 years and then I started working as a registered
It was the stage through, like, kind of, you will do auxiliary and then you go for
staff
enroll.
nurse.
Yeah, without
yes.
having to work in.
No, I've never worked.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, one of the reasons is that I'm a very observant person. When I was in those departments during the practical times,
Yes.
I was looking, okay, because I didn't understand and didn't do much of the research. I was looking, okay, when you are in this category, this is how things work, and okay. And a part of me, I think I was a born leader because delegating is part of my thing. And I realized that, okay, being a registered nurse, it means that you are in control in terms of delegation, in terms of taking
Decision-making.
decision making, accountability, and so forth. And I felt that I am the right candidate. Why not? Let me take it on.
Wonderful.
So it's not like
Wonderful.
me. I just want to put it to people. I want to put it to public that I started because we are not from the same background.
100%.
So I had to a gap in between.
Gotcha.
I had to do the what we called care worker.
Okay.
It's at the junior level of in the nursing.
Yeah.
So I had to do that and go and work.
Wow.
And then work a little bit so that I can actually have money
Yeah.
to fund for the next qualification, which is
Okay.
ENA. We call it ENA. It's enrolled nursing assistant.
Okay.
Then I did that. I had to go and work. Then I come back and do enrolled nurse. I had to go and work. Then I was like doing it
Proving
in
your
this. But to
skills,
tell people
yeah.
to sitting here today,
Yeah.
I am so proud to say
That's
I
a
started as
solid
a
back-
care worker.
That's such a
today-
solid background.
And
Wow.
today,
What are
I'm
the qualifications of a care worker, though?
It's 3 months course that you will be in the hospital. You are the the junior nurses, man, they're not even registered with our regulatory body, South African Nursing
So you're not a
Council.
nurse.
So you are not, you are a healthcare worker. You are just assistant.
And it's 3 months.
It's no.
It
In my
depends
time,
by
it was 3
different
months,
colleges.
but it depends on the institutional
Please.
regulations
So
or
if
what.
somebody is watching this and wants to maybe be a nurse in the future, they can actually start with career working.
So it's not all the nursing school that have that system of starting with care worker.
Got you.
People who wants to venture into nursing, to do nursing qualification, they must do a thorough investigation and research,
Got you.
because there's a lot of fly by night. There's a lot of the schools that are not certified for these qualifications. So people must actually do their research. You phone South African Nursing Council and you ask them to give you the list of schools that are regulated or registered in Gauteng, depending if you want to do that in Gauteng, and they will tell you, and you go there and register. So I just want to warn people to be very much careful.
Whoa.
So with me, I was with obviously a college that was accredited by South African Nursing Council for these qualifications. Then I started as a care worker. I went to ENA, I went to EN, I worked, and I was an RN. And in my times of being an RN, I was also given an opportunity to be a unit manager.
Wow.
And in that space, that's where I've learned to actually be independent, to take the advantage of opening my own business seriously. And today I am sitting here broadly to say I am the CEO with more than 20 employees permanent in my company, and I'm running 5 companies.
Wow.
So I hope that is motivating someone.
I mean, it should be.
Yes.
It should be.
And actually, just to elaborate on how to enroll as a nurse, in private, indeed, you definitely have to be very vigilant. Just adding on what Sister Maureen said, that there are fly-by-nights. However, when you go straight to university or some of the institutions of government, there are certain requirements that you need to meet up in order for you to be enrolled. For an example, I know that at least you have to obtain which symbols?
Yeah.
I think it's I want
So the requirements, Sister Lou, I'm not quite sure now, as in the updated requirements with regard to the marks. But I know you have to have went through your maths, your English, your physics. That was our
so
time.
there are specific requirements. to
Which in most known university or government university would require that, and you find that I do not qualify. Then I will look for private registered nursing institution, which is where I believe Sister Lou also is qualified from there. But they are still accredited by the South African Nursing Council
Nursing Council,
to offer those qualifications.
Gotcha.
That's where I got mine. So you still, you're still allowed to do that. You still are seen as a registered nurse acknowledged by the South African Nursing Council.
Yeah, because we've got so like a high number of unemployment, right? And it's all because of lack of skills. And people just think, I gotta be a nurse. No, you can actually start somewhere to build up your skills. You know what I mean? And when you start telling stories like, this is where I started, now I'm a CEO, and wait, there is actually a way to
Proudly
start.
so. She is a CEO. She's a nurse by profession. The good thing is that our professional identity will never go away. We'll always be nurses.
But you look, before we continue with the questions, there's something you said, that there is a stereotype that other nurses don't want to be called sister, or why?
I think from with my own opinion, I think maybe people would want to not associate themselves with their profession. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. I don't know, Sister Lou. What do you think? With me, I carry it everywhere because it keeps me focused.
Definitely.
I am a nurse by profession, and I'm proud. And I am in this business because of I started as as a nurse. You understand? Yes, I don't know about you, Sister Lou.
Oh, what I've discovered, there are a lot of things that have been said negatively about nurses. Some of them we do confirm them. Some of them, we do not know. Some of them, indeed. Yeah, so in most
Stigma.
cases, the 100%, that's the correct word, that there's a stigma behind being a nurse, that nurses are cruel, blah, blah, blah. And which is exactly why we are changing the narrative. One of them would make you laugh that they say nurses, they buy quantums.
I mean, they do. Well,
Don't be
not the NBS necessary.
I think.
NBS business, they
I
start
guess
businesses.
being a nurse in my era has really helped me because you know what?
Did you ever buy a Quantan though?
I have seen people coming with
You
that
got a Quantan
stunt.
before?
No, not at all. I guess because of I started nursing
Yeah.
during the time whereby maybe there was not longer a lot of nurses that are doing that. I don't know if they're doing that.
Yeah.
But I guess coming from my background, I really don't have, I cannot even accommodate that. I don't even understand, how does it come and, but I've seen people pulling that stand on me of, you can see that this is an attachment of me being a nurse. But anyway, I'm a person that, always set the record
Yeah.
straight that, you know what, I'm not one of them.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, Sister Lou, you've moved from being a bedside nurse to restructuring your own company. There's in most cases we used to have a lot of challenges that obstruct us. Can you please tell us who had any challenges? If yes, what were the challenges?
Yes, Sister Maureen, I definitely had challenges. I still have them,
Okay.
just to be realistic. When I started to take the journey of being an entrepreneur, I was not well informed as to what was needed. The nurses of today, they are so fortunate that there are so many people like you and other nurses that are willing, to share the information of how is to be compliant and being a nursepreneur. So in my case, it was a matter of survival. I lost my job. That was in 2021. And I had to have a survival skill. And that's what was left with
You
me.
lost your job
Yes, I lost my
Which job?
job as a
Nurse
nurse.
is
as a nurse.
Yes,
How
as
did
a
you lose your job
nurse.
as a nurse?
I lost as a,
Maybe it's a personal question, but
not really.
Yeah.
But I remember I said I wear so many caps. I was in a shop steward, so I'm a very vocal person, and sometimes being vocal and
Ruffle some feathers.
yes, yeah. You people, they will mistake that as arrogance and get to know me, then you'll understand that no, not really. And I always say that I respect people. I respect the seniors, the authorities, but in my vocabulary, I really I don't understand why I would say we. I fear such a person. So that has been my challenge, that, in the nursing, we also had coming from a background whereby, there would be those protocols that when the senior person, unfortunately, because I started nursing at a very late age, maybe I was already exposed. So I kind of not tolerated certain things.
Oh, you're
And
matured.
yes.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I lost my job. So
Was it private?
it was a private.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But guess what?
Yeah.
That was the best thing that has ever happened.
Really? I wanted to say
How
that.
so?
Sincerely. No, she was an employee. She lost her job. Now she's an employer. I mean that says all. It says it all. Yeah.
You think maybe you can point to say that I started the business because I didn't want to get employed anymore. I wanted to employ. I didn't want to be told what to do anymore.
It was not a matter of not wanting to be told, but it was more of being liberated. I felt like, you know what, I've done it all. Within that 10 years, I'm one person that also get bored easily of doing one thing and the same. So I think that transition came at the correct, perfect time. So I was having this last salary that I looked at it and I remember, I don't know when did I went inside my house. I stayed in the car thinking that, am I going to look for a job? Am I going to turn this last money that I have on hand and make it work? And that was a dilemma. I was not sure what is it exactly what to do.
Yeah.
But a part of me, I don't want to say I'm a genius or anything, but I'm a firm believer that the highermost does whisper certain things to us.
Amen.
So on that regard, something told me, remember, I didn't have any entrepreneurial background. I didn't study anything. I don't have PR, but already when I was gathering the ideas, I knew that social media is going to be part of my journey. And I was looking that I don't have PR. I don't have marketing background. How am I going
And
to
at that
go
time, you're
there?
thinking, I gotta do
I'm
business.
going to do something.
Yeah.
I don't have the resources. How am I going to start? And one of the things I said, no, man, I'm tired of, bedside nursing.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Get me right. People shouldn't get me right. I've already mentioned that you choose your battles. And one of them, I said, you know what? There's got to be something a bit sophisticated, but you will still have to bring money to me.
Yes.
And then one of the things that came to my mind, few people inspired me. I know many people wouldn't want me to talk about Dr. Nandipa, but she was one of the people.
Who's Dr. Nandipa?
Nandipa, the one and the only.
Nadipa
I was
Magudumela.
Magudumana.
Hey,
Yes.
We're talking about Double Bester here.
Yeah.
She really inspired me.
She also has
Innocent.
yeah,
Yes.
she also has a good part of her
Of her, yes.
of her as a person. Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
but
talk about which good part do we know? I don't.
That's what she wants to elaborate. Yeah.
so I thought about it and I was looking,
Sorry, online or physically, she inspired you.
physically.
Okay.
So just to get into it,
I
and
think
She is Double Bester.
Hey,
So,
out of the topic. What's wrong with you?
did you
gonna
read
be-
Double Bester?
I'm gonna be arrested. I'm gonna be sued by Nandi.
Did you meet Double Bester? or not?
I did certain things.
Okay.
By the way,
Yes, sorry,
let's
yes.
go back to the
No,
business of the
yeah.
day.
And then to just touch base on that, Sister Lou, I know of few people who actually was under her mentorship and her guidance, and they are still sitting to own their own practices now, and they're doing things right, and they've got a good business.
And the doctors.
and the doctors, eh?
So many.
Yeah. So yeah.
So how were you
And
inspired by her? Yeah.
remember that the aesthetic on its own. I always say that when you come and say you want to be mentored by me, I give people 50%, 50%. You have to get it. You have to navigate your way.
Yes.
So I always ask that, what do you understand about aesthetics?
Yeah.
You have to go and research.
Mm.
Remember, nurses, they have the skill that they went and undergone through this long term training of 4 years. So meaning that already that is their advantage, coming to this side, because we have two different regulatory bodies. At some stage, I wanted to run away of being regulated by SANC, but I also look at it, I cannot do without it because, I mean, at the end of the day, certain things that they cannot do on the aesthetic industry, that they still need to call the nurses, the people that have that skill. So I will forever be a nurse for whatever be the reasons. So basically, I was talking about how I got inspired. So I look at how she was running the business. And I also happened that I got an opportunity to be under her roof. And I kind of look and said, you know what? It's just like in the ward, in the departments.
Okay.
Sometimes, yes, you are given an opportunity to be an expert. I mean, to choose where you think that it's more suitable or where you think that these are your expertise. And I think I've ran my race of being on the bedside nursing. Hence, I say that the last job I was in was a theater nurse.
Okay.
Yes. And I felt like, you know what, I think I've done it all. What else can I do? And I was looking at this industry of big fishes, aesthetic industry, by the way, is not just a small industry.
Yeah,
It
no,
It's
requires
huge, right?
it requires beyond being a nurse. Hence, I always say that when you come as a nurse, that's where Sister Lou comes in.
Mm.
We teach you of being a nursepreneur or having the entrepreneurial mind. I always say that it is okay. Nobody's going to remove your skills, but it's important to eradicate that nursing mind when you want to make money. So it becomes slightly different.
Mm.
Hence, I portray the image that, look what, when you are standing as an entrepreneur, that's a different entity. We have to represent what you're talking about,
Yeah.
you know. So at the same time, we have people like Abo Sister Maureen. Look how they have innovated and how nursing is looking like. I have my own scrap line, and I always believe that, you know what, you still have to look professional as possible as you can, but you need to understand what is the image that is being expected on the aesthetic industry. Because remember, this is not a hospital now. People are not coming to your aesthetic beauty salon because they are sick. They just want to ease their mind. So it should be appealing. So that is the most important thing that you need to study and understand what is it exactly that I'm going to. Okay, I want to go back a little bit. I looked at that and I realized that I didn't have the resources, I didn't have money. And what is it exactly that I'm going to do? Remember, the house calls have always been there. Nurses have always had their own clinics.
Yes.
I'm not the first person who invented or who started to have a private practice.
Yeah.
However, I had to think out of the box that what is it that is different that you can bring to nurses? And I looked at it at the entrepreneurial side, because right now you're not going to have your own salary. How are you going to make it work in terms of salary? Guys, we know that, yes, we want to render the services to the communities, but sometimes the immunizations, they don't pay enough.
Yeah.
You know? So money is important, guys. You know, when people say money is not everything, I personally, yes,
Disagree with that.
after health,
Yeah.
I think money is
Yeah.
the key.
It
Is the key
is.
is.
It
So with the money that I had, I thought, you know what, this is the time whereby it was during COVID, by the way, and most people didn't want people in their space. And what is it that I'm going to do? Because I am not working and I want to start a business. And this is the most challenging time. And word of mouth, guys, it's very important. Before you run to PR, run to the social media, your surroundings, the people around you, those are the people that should know exactly what you do.
That's
And
true.
whenever that I would receive messages that such and such is happening, one of the messages that I didn't leave behind. By the way, I'm a go-getter. I started marketing my business before I could even have it existing.
Are you serious? How do you go
100%.
about that?
Wow.
I already had in mind that I'm going to administer IV drips, which is
Okay.
going to be part of the healing into people. And I looked at that being a nurse, you are an all-rounder. I also had in mind that this is the time whereby I'm going to assist those that cannot have people to assist them. Also, the counseling. Also, I always tell nurses that when we were training in the colleges, Sister Maureen, you will agree with me, we were taught a lot about assessment. So when you walk to a client's house, I always say that before I sit down, I already know who is going to give me money apart from the very same person that I came for. If I see there's a little child that is playing, I see probably somebody else that maybe the father of the child, you can see maybe there's that extended belly. Already see that is my client. They, and I'm looking and I'm looking at that.
I need to grow my belly a bit
Yes,
also. Yeah.
that is my client, and I'm looking at the she's got hyperpigmentation. That's already my client. By the way, I was not here for that, but I've already calculated my bills has to be paid.
Wow.
The same assessment that you were making, you have to make it in the entrepreneurial space. So I had to start telling people over the phone. And I've always been on the streets of social media. But now I looked at it and I said, this is something that I have to use it to my best advantage. And
Before you continue, was it strategic or superficial or delusional when you say, you know what, I'm going to start a business, but guys, I'm selling cold drinks. But where's the stock? I don't have the stock. I don't have the product. But I'm selling cold drink.
okay,
What's the dynamic? What belief is there inside of you that says, I'm doing it even though I haven't started? I don't get that.
I guess it was my background of I'm scared of poverty, guys. I'm a lover of finer things. So I'm scared of poverty, and I was looking. There's some of us. I'm talking about me in particular. There's a certain lifestyle that I have to maintain, and that is me. And I was looking at that. Okay, by the way, how am I going to sustain my lifestyle? What is it that is going to happen? And I said, you know what? I need to come out of the comfort zone.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, truly speaking, I did have the fear like any other person when you are going to start business. And part of me, I started talking about it to few of my colleagues, but I've realized, you cannot instill your dream to other people. Yes, I tried, they didn't understand. How is it going? Hey, who's good? There's one.
So weird. Sorry to say this.
No, it's
Sister
okay.
Murin, you share the same story with the
Yeah.
battle that you started NBS with. And I don't understand why people don't believe so much. Is it in nurses or they don't believe in healthcare, business models or something? I don't understand.
I think it's fear of unknown.
Yes.
It's the fear of unknown. People believe that Sister Lou has started her business even before it existed.
Exactly.
That's what she's just said now. So she knew she's got skills, she's got knowledge, she's got capabilities. She can do it. She's got experience. She has inserted drips more than 100 times in the hospital. She just needed to buy some stock and do home visit to start structuring her business in terms.
What is it that people don't believe in?
Yeah, so people just are scared. I see even a lot of people that I just posted a video, I think a day before yesterday, telling people that we are closing our membership registrations on the 31st of January. And the response was like, I'm sitting with about 70 people throwing in messages to say, here is my email, I want to register, I want to register, I want to register. The amount of people who wants to register, but I'm telling you right now, it's not everyone who will register and end up having to achieve the business side of
But they
it.
want to.
But they want to. So people would have that fear of, or maybe the love or the like of wanting to do something, but they and then lack of knowledge as well. That's why we happen to have Sister Lou doing the master classes, training people on how to do things. But most of all, bari do mafela henjere feta on the street, but they are scared to start. There's that fear. What if I fail?
What if I fail?
I don't have money.
Don't have money.
But they do overtime matogo night and day. They're doing a lot of money. They buy quantums.
Also,
I want to take back that. I'm taking the quantum story back. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's about you setting up your mental land, to say, I want to start now and I'll do it. She had an opportunity of getting an employment in another hospital and do the same thing. It's not because of she lost her job in one hospital. As nurses,
Can't get another
she
one.
can even do overtime and be a freelancer and just work only overtime.
Why
But
couldn't
she
do
told
that anyway?
she told herself,
Yeah.
sorry, she is going to start, and she has started even before she starts. That's what she said.
So having said that, I've always been a pro into putting up the drips.
Okay.
I remember I told you that I was never comfortable in bedside nursing. So I remember in most cases in the hospital sector, I became popular that whenever that you have difficulties in putting up the drip, Sister Lulama is there. So you can imagine the whole big hospital. Sometimes I would be called from my department to casualty. And
To put in a drip.
yes.
Wow.
So because I was a bit of
you worked in theatre, you said.
yes, I work in theatre.
Yeah, I know.
And
Did you
the
work
last
as a
job,
scrub sister, anesthetic nurse, or
anesthetic and
Oh, that's why you know the veins, girl. Because so anesthetic department is when now you get into theater and there is an anesthetic doctor who's going to take care of your induction. So obviously, first thing is the drip. Every patient that gets into theater, they'll have to have a drip because then all the medication goes through the drip. So in her space, I would believe that she was taking that needle out of the doctor's hands and doing it herself.
and I
Continue. You know, I'm so I don't know. I'm so astonished by the idea of you starting at at a later stage of your life, second job, right, or rather second profession. And we have people who are watching. By the way, please don't forget to like and subscribe because you know the nuggets that you're getting here, you're gonna have to use them in your day-to-day life. And we have beautiful guests, amazing guests. Do not forget, like, subscribe, comment, leave a comment, guys. It's very important. And we've got a competition. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
We've got a nice competition with
Yes, yes.
scraps.
Yeah.
Got a competition. You're gonna win some tickets.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta tell you about this, guys, in the middle of a conversation while the intrude. You know.
Salud,
Okay.
you've mentioned that you chose aesthetic. As a nurse, you can, I believe you can have a lot of that you can enter into in the business space, but you chose aesthetic. Of all the departments that we have in the nursing space, why aesthetic and beauty? And by the way, I can see the beauty written all over. You're so beautiful, man.
Thank you so much, Sister Marie.
Well presented.
Yeah, well presented. Actually, talking your type of service you chose. Well done. So why aesthetic and why aesthetic? Let's cut pay.
Okay, just to explain, we need to understand that we don't want to confuse nurses. We do not have a module of aesthetics in nursing in the first place.
Even business modules
Yes.
we didn't have.
Yes, people need to understand.
Yeah.
However, how I come about with the aesthetics,
Yes.
yes, I love the aesthetics because it consists of beauty and making people to feel confident and,
Okay.
you know,
You like finer things.
yes, love of finer things. But I'll tell you where I identified the gap. It was when I realized that, okay, most of the nurses, they have started embarking on having their own primary health cares.
Okay.
They have started embarking on the journey of business compliance, even though it's something that we cannot stop. We still have a long way to talk about the business compliance. Then I realized that I guess we are struggling in terms of how to make the revenue, in terms of making money. Because at the end of the day, when you are an entrepreneur, you need to make money.
Yes.
And remember, when you start opening a practice, you are not alone. You still have people to pay and whatsoever. Then I had to look at what is it that can be incorporated. You know, I always talk about, apart from a drip, about lipolysis injection.
Yes.
Lipolysis injection, it's one of the easiest money. It's just a matter of, with the aesthetic industry, it's a dramatic industry. Let me start there. whereby you need to learn certain things and you have to keep up with the skills, you have to keep up with the trends. What is it that is happening? What
And
was
what is
happening
that in the market?
in terms of market, on how to brand yourself
Okay.
and what is it that is happening? What we were calling jet fuel last year,
Yeah.
probably we would be this year call it bomb. That on its own, when you say bomb, a person
So they keep
already wants
investing
to
in it.
know, I want to administer a bomb, you know. So it's a matter of playing around. So
I'll
I
take
always,
that drip. I'll take that bomb drip.
you know, so I always teach nurses that you need to know how to play around. Hence, I said that the entrepreneurial mind, that's when it kicks in, because now you need to make money. When you make money, that's when now the mentorship comes in from the people that at least have undergone certain trainings, or maybe they have a gift of training you in those aspects. So the aesthetics, it came in as to incorporate the business. And I can proudly say that when I started the house calls specifically for IV drips, I think there was none. I started putting it online and make it
Wow.
popular. And I must be honest with you, you have to start. The way of starting is to start. I'm one of those people, but I don't encourage nurses, because now we are teaching you the business compliance. I had zero compliance. The only thing that I knew is that I have to survive. I must make money. I remember the first time that I was invited as a guest in one of the conferences. I think I was the fifth guest. I almost ran away because I was listening to all these guests. Hey, I've got this and this and this. I've got
place,
B,
yeah.
B, B, what? I was like, hey, my daughter, what are they
Me
talking
nugget.
about?
What am I doing
Me
here?
not
The
yet.
only thing that I know is to sell. I do not. The only thing that I knew is that being a nurse, I'm never going to go hungry.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's no nurse that should go hungry.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
But there's so
you know,
unemployed nurse.
w- w-
We wouldn't want
I
to
want to
see
say that they are so they're playing, they're playful, I'm
Lot-
sorry, I'm not being harsh, but they're really playful. Not at this time in era
There's a lot to be
when
done.
there's a lot to be done, you know. So having said that, I looked at what is it that we can incorporate, and I had a living condition that is called hyperpigmentation. It's a topic for another day, but just to brief
What do you
people
mean? You had hyperpigmentation yourself
100%.
in this skin?
Yes.
Hell, what are you talking about?
And I do want to educate people a little bit. Hyperpigmentation, by the way, it's a chronic condition. It's a hormone that actually depletes as we grow. Most in cases, we have few types of hyperpigmentation. One of them is the hormonal, which is the popular one. We have the induced one, the inflammation and the injury. We also got the skin exposure. But in my case, and the other two, sometimes you can eradicate them. But the difficult one is the hormonal one, which is the one that I'm living with. So I always say, to simplify it, that it's just like a diabetes, it's just like a BP. It needs maintenance.
Maintenance,
And then
yeah.
that's where
Management.
the skincare range kicks in. Having had that kind of condition, and I'm a person that really loves myself, and I always believe that makeup, it should be something just to enhance your beauty. It shouldn't be something that you are putting it because of there's no other way. And I spent money that I didn't have. Remember, I was not just, but I was having a poverty salary, if I must be honest with you. While I was
What is a poverty salary?
It's not enough salary.
a poverty salary.
Yeah.
That's how I
term.
categorize it.
Don't go into
When
details.
on the
It's just not
25th,
enough salary.
on the 25th, and then it's actually the following day, you want to take sleeping tablets. You're not sure exactly what to do, and also being the person that I am, I've never I still, sorry, I still believe that hardworking, it's something that we can encourage people because it pays in a long run. But working smart, it remains the key issue that
How do you
need to-
define working smart?
Working smart is to thinking out of the box. Look at what is it that is needed. Remember, when it comes to business, it's not about what you love. It's not about what you like. It's about you doing the research. What is in? It's just like the songs, you will hear that this time this is the song. Even the colors, you'll hear that this year this is the color that is going to trend. Meaning that certain people will do research and look what is it that is
There's
relevant at that
before, yeah.
particular time.
Yeah, but I'll
Same
challenge
thing.
you there before you continue. You said that you are one of the people that started drips.
100%.
Was the market big enough, or was it needed? Because now we find it everywhere. Even in we find it in
Salons.
Yes. And I think that one of the things that gives me peace that God made me the instrument. And even if one day, I'm not trying to say that something, God forbid, even if I die, if the way I see now how nurses expanded themselves in terms of business, that makes me happy. And if I get money out of it, that's a cherry on top. So basically, it's not that easy. It's quite different. When you get a drips have always been there, by the way. Whenever that you're working in a hospital, you are sick, one of the things that you'll be given to wake up
drip.
is drips. But when you come to the aesthetic or the business aspect, it becomes different. That's where you start hearing the names of drips. I'm not saying that they are designed to make money, but they are designed to be more relevant for certain conditions. I've heard Sister Maureen, which I love the most, that it's not only about the beauty drips. These days, we also have the medical drips, but that's another aspect because those ones, definitely they need to be prescribed. Now, when we come this side, there's one of the drips that is, I love, libido. Some people struggles in certain things. And when those people that were formulating or starting those names, I think they were sober to know that it's not one size fit all. But I always say that to nurses, if you know what you know, you know.
Okay.
You know.
Sister Lou, I want to talk about the services that are included in the aesthetic department. You mentioned lipolysis,
Okay.
which is one of the services that you provide. I also saw that you do the skin sculpting. Do you call it skin sculpting or
Skin, yes,
the
skin
body
treatment.
sculpting or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yes.
Can you tell us what is lipolysis and yeah, for which patient would you recommend that they get that treatment?
That's a good question, Sister Maureen. By the way, our people, they are clients to us. We don't identify them as patients per se when it comes to the aesthetics. So there's a thin line between the two. Remember, this side is cosmetic, which is why in most cases you cannot even see them being funded by medical aids.
Okay.
Because,
Cosmetic.
it's cosmetic.
Falls under cosmetic.
100%. Yes. So with the lipolysis injection, it's one of the procedures, non-invasive procedure that I always tell that it's an easy one to make money. What do I say by that? If you are a nurse, use all the advantages that you had. We're talking about subcutaneous injection.
Okay.
There is nobody that nurse that will tell me that
They've
do not
never
know.
given clicks, eh?
100%. So, but now, what makes it different is that I told you that in the aesthetic business, there's a lot of drama. You would see how we prepare it. You will see the number of injections. So that is to it to be pleasant because here you are trying to create a scenario. And at the same time, it's a marketing strategy, right? So we normally teach people, and it came about as to when you were teaching the students, when you will mark the lines of where you are going to do it.
Okay. I
So-
see there will be a marks blocks
Yes.
on the tummy, on your abdomen,
Yes.
and they will be injecting those
Yes.
insulin
Yes.
syringe. Yeah.
Actually, when we started like that, it was for beginners so that you do not go and puncture the same area. But we look at it and say, look, this can also work because it looks so pleasanting when you see somebody being drawn
What is
like
it
that.
for?
The drawing.
The lipolysis.
Oh, the lipolysis injection. It's for the unwanted fat.
Oh.
Yes. It dissolves the stubborn fats. So who is the candidate? Again, it goes back to you as a nurse that you do your own assessment, not all the clients. That's where the consent forms, the history taking
Yes.
take place.
Proper assessment.
Yes, proper assessment.
Yes.
So not everybody is a candidate.
Okay.
For an example, in any procedure that we administer, if there's any abnormalities, that tells you instantly that this is not the relevant client to do. You need to take care of the clinical side. So do you see what makes a nurse unique? What makes a nurse to be on top of everything?
No, to be the relevant person to actually execute these services. Because I mean, if you are not a nurse, like he mentioned, that these procedures are now being done in the salon by people who are not clinically trained to do these things. And what do you have to say about that, sister?
I would like to strongly commend in many ways that be careful of administering or doing such procedures without being trained.
Okay.
And be careful of institutions or even the mentorships that allows a non-clinical.
Yes.
For all that I know that it can only be a professional nurse
Yes.
and a medical doctor that can do that, because we're talking about a physiology. You need to know the anatomy of the gland, and you must also know the adverses, the side effects, that should something happen, what is it that how are you going to stabilize the client? So you can imagine if you are a non-clinical, and that is not to undermine people. Remember, if you are an accountant, I am not disciplined in that area. So I cannot even try to pose as somebody that knows what happens there. So especially with the one that deals with human lives. So we really need to take accountability and be careful. So in a nutshell, it's only nurses,
And
professional nurses,
and the
doctors.
clinicians. I mean, I want to go harsh on this to the public. That if you choose to go to uncertified institution or center to do medical procedures and something goes wrong, it's unfortunate that you can't even take that to the South African Nursing Council.
Nobody can do anything.
No. Where are you going to report it? You chose to go to the people who are not trained, medically trained to do
What are
those
the
things.
implications of those people doing those services without any licenses?
At this moment,
Can you report them?
where are you
Sure.
gonna go to police station and open a case that you voluntarily went to K to go and get an lipolysis and signed a consent form to say I allow K even in his non-clinical.
So it's all on you. If you do it, then
It's up to
anything
you.
happens.
So the advantage of this being done by nurses or clinicians that are regulated by our regulatory bodies is because then you know where to go should something goes wrong. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So I want to actually ask people or advise people to not consider going to these places that are not authorized.
Yeah.
You know, I go crazy because
Yeah.
that's where and we've got a lot of nurses that you've just mentioned that a lot of nurses are not working.
Yeah.
Those are the skills that we can actually Sister Lulama have the master classes that they can actually train those things, and then we expand in that level, because I'm telling you there's money. People wants to see themselves
Definitely.
very beautiful. I think
Definitely.
cosmetic space is
Definitely.
actually killing it now.
And not everybody wants to take that
Yeah.
thing. That
Can I just
lose
add
weight.
a little bit to what
Yeah.
you are saying, Sister Maureen, is that also being a professional nurse doesn't automatically gives you to go and do such things.
Okay.
That's where the business compliance comes in.
Yes.
It's
yes.
very important. unfortunately, our system fails us that it doesn't matter how many times you were dispensing or administering or doing anything in the ward or wherever where you were working, but you need to obtain certain permits and also upskill yourself
Yes.
and not to say something wrong about nurses, but
Yeah.
since I've been dealing with them and uh, doing all these mentorship classes, I've noticed that some of them, which is okay, they didn't get exposure into putting up the drips. They still struggle, which is why then we designed these beautiful mentorship programs that come learn how things are being done. And also, guys, when you do the drips in the aesthetic beauty, remember I said this is not for sick people. I'm not saying sick people there's something wrong, but you cannot just do things anyhow.
Yeah.
The background, the equipment and everything, of which those are the things that nurses don't take note onto them.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
So even nurses cannot just do it, but other people are just doing it.
Yeah,
Backdoor.
it's against the law. What they are doing it's not allowed.
It's not
Oops.
allowed.
Yeah, it's not allowed. So
That's ridiculous.
yeah, they are not supposed to be doing it, and they can be arrested for that. But unfortunately, our own community, they are the ones who goes there and get those services done to
We gotta
them.
condemn that.
Understand?
Gotta
So the other thing I wanted to encourage nurses, guys, there are a lot of nurses that would say, I don't need to join NBS or maybe a programs that is like NBS, because we are here to mentor, to empower, to teach you, and to ensure of your compliance and to make sure you are trained and upskilled. But that person who will think, I'm raising this point because Sister Lulama talked about nurses who are in this business and they still cannot put the drips. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. You need to actually, I think it's better to take advantage or to take opportunity of joining NBS or maybe the programs that are like NBS for you to be an excellent body or
That is
aspect
true.
of your business
That is true.
and do things right.
I would like to relay the question to sister to say, since you started, right, you came into nursing, right, then you transitioned into business without even having any mentorship. How important is NBS to anybody else that would like to then go into business?
Wow. Actually, I always say that the nurses are blessed to have Imbogodo, people like Abo, Sister Maureen. We've got few of them.
Yeah.
I cannot forget to mention Sister Lerato Mtunzi.
Mutunzi.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's
yeah.
one of the
She's
people.
also carrying nurses and she's got her own entrepreneur.
Yes,
I was invited to one of her events and I was a guest speaker.
Nice.
She's also having the programs like this.
yes, she's one of the people that stood firm and gave the platform to nurses. Guess what? She's not even into. She is an entrepreneur, by the way, but not into clinics. But she was one of the people that advocated that go and do it.
And she's still doing it.
Yes, she's still doing it, and we are so much blessed that we have such people. So I would like to encourage each and every nurse that they must start subscribing and joining the NBS because it is indeed a nurse's solution. Because what Sister Maureen is doing is that we also protecting what we have our own, that
Yes.
let us not be mocked and be embarrassed that look
Thank
what
you,
are
sis.
they
So
doing.
many opportunities.
So
Thank you.
we want to produce the finest, we want to set the example because this is a competitive industry. And everybody thinks that, wow, what a nurse is doing. And that's where collaboration comes in.
Yes.
Yes.
So, in terms of safety, ethics, compliance, you talked about compliance, and I've been following you. I see you in some of your mentorship. You talk a lot about complaint. Why is complaint very important to you, sister?
That's a good question. Remember, we said here,
Yes.
and we have a regulatory body.
Yes.
And also, there's a thin line between advertising your business and also talking about your business.
Yes.
Which is why I personally always run into the aesthetics because I know that I'm being regulated by a different body.
Yes.
Because into nursing, you are not allowed. Yes, you can explain what are your services. That's a different scenario, but you do not advertise that I administer drips better than any other person.
Yes.
Come to, that's that type of a thing. Because remember, there's still even the drips that are medical. So, but anyway, we are being prohibited from advertising. Why not? Well, that is those one of those laws that I would kick them out
I want
if I get a permission.
Yeah. Can I just say something there? Not to correct you. I think we are allowed to advertise, but there are certain information that cannot go
You
to
must
public.
disclose.
There's a way to do it. So we are allowed. And guess what? I'm gonna say this boldly. Is that South African Nursing Council is there in the Facebook. It's also in the Instagram.
And
So they do advertisement. So why not advertising your business? That's what I always tell my NBS members to say, why are you keeping quiet?
Yeah.
Talk about your business. Tell people what you are doing. You just have to know the right information that needs to go to the public. You understand? Yes.
And I guess maybe one of the reasons that we try to restructure, try to change the word of advertising is that nurses tend to, you know what, I'm putting my products here. You cannot want to shine out of looking down of other people's things. When you talk about your product that is good, it has got nothing to do with another person's product. What I'm trying to say, you cannot try to outshine other people by saying my products are better, my clinic is better. Yes, you can talk about your services. People choose where they want to go, where they are comfortable. So it's exactly what she's saying, that how you're going to say it, it should be appealing. It shouldn't be about an ugly competition, because remember, we already said this pie is too big and it's enough for all of us.
So, Sister Lou, there is a nurse right now at home that is not working. She's struggling to get employment and she's got skills. She's an RN. And she can maybe get to buy some Fiona material to start. What documents for aesthetic, for IV, what document does she have to have in place?
That's a good question. First of all, the being a nurse, it's enough in terms of putting up the drip.
We're talking about an registered nurse.
We're talking about a registered nurse.
Yeah.
Yes. That on its own, it's enough.
Yes.
To be able to administer the drip.
All right.
Now that's where the business compliance comes in.
Yes.
Are you doing things in a right way?
Okay.
You need to have your business registration.
Is it a must to have a CIPC if you want to give drips?
100%.
Okay.
You definitely have to have it.
All right.
Remember here, when we're talking about these drips, it is an invasive procedure.
Okay.
Whereby anything can go wrong.
Okay.
It looks very easy, and I also want to commend nurses that let us try to remain ethical as possible as we can. Now we have turned to this business or entrepreneurship as to something very cheap. One of the things, you will correct me, Sister Maureen, I don't remember a module whereby even the medical doctor, whereby you see them cannulating themselves in the public. Those things are unethical. That remains a secret. It's something that is invasive, that is needs
And we
to be
see
taken.
that a lot.
Wow.
That needs to be taken
People are
serious.
using just corners to turn it into aesthetic bars. They've got this fancy name, and you go there and check compliance, zero. And that's where our people are going.
And we need to really talk to those people, because I get a lot of calls, messages, emails that, Sister Lulu, you are one of the people that are in the forefront of teaching people. What is it exactly that you are teaching? And guess what? Some of them, they don't even come to the trainings. They will take the cut and paste from what we're posting on the socials, which is why we comment that people,
So
they should
training is
come.
very important.
It's very important
Training
because
is very important.
Yes.
So for you at home that wants to start just carrying your drip stand and going to patients' houses and start giving aesthetic IVs. Should I say drips, different types of drips that you want to give according to the patient's requirement. Please just you have to be trained, you have to be an RN registered nurse. And Sister Lou has just confirmed that it's advisable for you to also open your own company, which is a CIPC. And then that comes with a confirmation of SARS registrations. And then you go to go. You go to go. And a cherry on top of just an additional important documents, which I think I would love to encourage nurses to have, is a Section 22A from
100%
from Department of Health.
of health.
From Department of Health, guys. And guess what?
Mhm.
All of this that I've mentioned, NBS is helping. We provide.
Service.
So I got an inbox. Someone
Okay.
said, Sister Maureen, I want to start to be a drip stand sister. I said, go girl, be a drip stand
That's
sister.
beautiful.
Yeah, so please do not waste time. Guys, some of the information in the nursing space are very sensitive. As nurses, you would not want to talk about some of the information because you don't want to hurt or to have people taking offense. You understand? But guys, the time of fighting for matoho is over.
Ish.
The time of fighting when they've cancelled you is over. The times of nurses working day and night, knocking off from this hospital at 4 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, or at 7 o'clock, you knock in or you clock in another hospital, it is over. I want nurses to actually take their positions and start realizing that they are skilled, they are blessed, they are educated, and they've got everything on the
Sounds
platter.
fly.
You understand? And we've got NBS, we've got Sister
Exactly.
Lou,
Things are
who
so easy.
offer the mentorship. Sister Lou, before we finish, what is this? And I know that you have your own formulatory programs. Tell us about forming your own thing, because I want to bring my care workers.
100%. Having mentioned that, I identified that it was not going to be enough, even with the drips that you have in your own clinic. And I said to nurses, look, by the way, it was a me thing when I started that, you know what, I am tired of referring people to finish doing your facial treatments. This is another entity of making money. Why don't you bring the products into you? But the good thing is that in my case, it was not a matter of just having products, but it was more personal because don't open that one. It doesn't have any.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything.
It's fine. I've got
Okay.
it here. I
We
just
will
love
cut them.
I've just loved the packaging.
I mean, even the box itself.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, let me just talk a little bit about can I just quickly have,
All right. Oh, sorry.
this is one of my best-selling product and also very close to my heart.
Okay. Is it the product that makes
Uh,
you look glowing like this?
Okay, by the way, this is a body butter.
Oh.
Yes, I have taught over, the last time that I checked, I don't know now, over 700 mentees in my group. And many people
Wow.
always ask me, why, Sister Lulu, are you teaching people to formulate instead of just giving to them, that maybe reselling to them? We have different paths in our lives,
True.
and one of me, I said, I'm here to pass the baton. I feel like I have nothing to lose for a young girl that is in
Lighting
Limpopo,
up the torch.
for a young girl that is in Mpumalanga or Eastern Cape and wherever, as long as they are going to put something on their table. So this is one of the best-selling body butter. I formulated it, by the way. I am the formulator of this body butter and
formulated.
also put and also the ingredients. They were formulated by me. But do I want to?
You need to go to a class. You can't ask that here. You need
Yes.
to pay for mentorship.
And you have to pay for mentorship.
Yeah.
So if I want to know how to formulate that,
No, you can't know it here. You have to go and attend the class.
But that's not even the one that I want to talk about. Do you mind? There's a facial moisturizer there.
this one?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my baby. This facial moisturizer. Yes. Yes. So I'm also one of the people that advocates a lot about branding and marketing. You are the brand. All the nurses, where can I tell them that?
Yeah,
You are
on that
all the
camera.
brands.
Yes.
You are not a Blue brand. You are your own brand.
Yes.
So when I started the mentorship programs, one of the purposes was to eradicate these poverty salaries, was to make sure that we keep moving.
Yes.
Hence, one of my slogans is we move regardless. That simply means that there are obstacles at times, but we have to make it work.
Move regardless.
So
Yes.
this product is very close to my heart. Remember, I mentioned to you guys that I live with hyperpigmentation.
Yes.
So this product, I have done my own research. It took me, I think it was 6 months after I've started the other products, because I spent a lot of money without even having it, buying products that I was promised. And guess what? I'm not saying this is the best product, but this is the best product that has ever happened to me in terms of the pigmentation.
Nice.
And he always tried to encourage nurses that I am not even bragging, but I am selling this product even internationally.
Wow.
I remember when I went to collect my money at MoneyGram for the first time, I kept quiet.
Yes.
You know me, I love TikTok. I would, in most cases, I would do the video, the content. But that day I was quiet because I was thinking, could it be a fraud? Can a person from America put
Really?
money for a person without even knowing me? But guess what? And it was not even a South African that went to America. It was in a Black American. And I guess from now,
Wow.
I think I've got 7 clients, reliable clients
Wow.
that are buying this cream. And this cream, it's a hyperpigmentation cream.
Okay.
And I'm not going to talk about the part of formulation, but I would tell you that it is glutathione based.
Okay.
And one would know that glutathione, it's a natural ingredient
Yeah.
that, yes, it is going to brighten your face, but there's a difference between brightening, lightening, and skin bleaching. Those are all different. So those are the things that we teach people. And guess what? We do get clients that will say, I want to bleach. That's where the consent forms come. That is an informative decision. A person wants that. But you cannot say to a beautiful dark skin like Sister Maureen and just give it to her. And then tomorrow say, what's happening, Sister Lulama? You need to educate. We are, remember, nurses, we are educators. You need to educate patient that this is the purpose of it. I have a lot. I just brought a few of them. We have collagen creams whereby when somebody feels that, now my skin is sagging, what can I do just to boost my skin? So I have a lot of them. We have, and remember, when we deal with the skin, there's no single approach. On next to you, that's a glutathione.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, these are the tablets.
These are the tablets.
Okay.
This is glutathione tablets. And you would remember there's no single approach. And just because of...
It smells amazing.
It
it
smells good. It smells good. So
Nice.
some of our clients, you'll find that it's a difficult journey. That's why we will introduce the tablets and introduce the IV drips. It depends. Remember, I said in IV drips, we have a lot. It depends. What is it that the client wants to achieve?
Definitely.
So there's a combo. There's a combo for these products for the skin.
Okay.
Yes, as I have put them there, and we also have the glutathione-based soap, because most of my products are all natural based.
Okay.
So when you consult, I normally educate you as to
So
what
this
is
is all your formulatory products.
Yes.
This is you.
This
starting
is me.
from the scratch.
This is me.
Wow.
Remember, I said
Yeah.
we are swimming with the big fishes.
Yeah.
And your competitor is not your fellowness.
Yeah.
Your competitor, go to those big retails. I've got days that I don't have anything to buy in big retails, but I'm going to see what is in the market, what is happening, how have they upgraded. Which is why when I teach people that, when I teach you how to retail this product, be innovative. Don't go and make it exactly like me. Be authentic. I must be honest with you. In my case, apart from learning and doing my own research, I didn't. I don't have anybody that I can relate in terms of formulation of
The
the skincare
packaging.
products.
Yeah.
I started it out of thinking that what is it that I can incorporate in terms of what I'm doing, and I think that is my assignment on daily basis. I always think that what is it that can be added, because right now everybody is doing the drips. They are not going anywhere. They are there to stay. But what else that we can add
And can
on
be
top of
added
that? Yes,
basket
because
or
we are
complement.
we are business people, and that one it's same with this one, but with a different flavor. I have
Or
different
is that
flavors.
one?
Yes,
Okay.
it is the same
Same
thing.
thing. Okay.
Yes, you're allowed. You can open it and try it on your hand. I've got. Can you
What is
check
it
this
for?
one, Sister Maureen? That's a body butter.
Okay.
It's a body
It just
butter.
comes with a smaller size.
Yes.
Yeah, smaller size
Yes.
and also different flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That's
So,
beautiful.
and out of the love of what I'm doing, I looked at
Jesus.
yes, I was just about to talk about it. Hence, I said that each and every day and night, what do I want to do? I always think as to
What is that? That's
The
diffuse.
diffusers, yeah.
okay, I've just mentioned that one of my assignments is to make sure that we keep going, we move regardless. Just because of last year, I have taught you
Is it a
to
It's a home diffuser, home fragrance.
the home.
But
Yes,
these are
and
amazing. Yeah.
Wait, guys,
Before
we
I
find
take
this
the
in the retail shops,
Yes.
big retail shops. You know, this is so fancy, man, Sister Lou.
and I thought, what else can we add?
This I
There's
have.
nothing in
For
that box.
everything.
This I
That or
have.
that particular.
Sticks.
Yes.
This I have.
That's
This
a
is
bit-
nice, yeah. I have
It's
this one. When I
I'd like
visited-
everybody to try it, in
Yeah.
as much as a female.
This is the magic. This one.
Yeah.
Everyone heki apere. Everyone asked me, "Hore, what are you wearing?"
What is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, before I take the credit, well, yes, I just have
O ska chaba, e be nyana ka nyane or tsa nyana ka nyane. Ra o zama, ebile o tlile o sa tlola today.
there is the formulator.
Yes.
Yes, I mentored her. I mentored other people. But I said, you know what? One of the purposes of the mentorship classes is to reduce the poverty in our communities. So what else now that we can do that accommodates everybody out of the medical fraternity in the space? Then I thought that, okay, let me see if I can call everybody, including the community. That's when I came about with a formulation of the fragrances. And that one, it has got nothing to do with nursing background. Everybody can survive. And then that's when the
You
rebirth
see, I'm
of,
holding my earring. I'm actually one.
Yes.
I'm here.
the rebirth of Triple O, which is the owner is right here.
Yes.
I guess
Hello?
Triple O, that's the brand of my daughter.
Oh.
Yes, actually, she is the one. She is the CEO and the founder of those ones.
Wow, well done, girl.
Yes.
We're gonna call you now to come in the camera. I'll know child, I'll know Hannah.
Our out. Own our out.
So join their classes and we help you. As NBS, we will help you to market your products. Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to mention other people's product or brand, but we see a lot of brand everywhere in the market being advertised every day and they're doing good. You understand?
Wonderful.
And then we've got an opportunity to actually attend these master classes and become one of the
the brand.
manufacturer. Yeah, you understand? So what is your daily habit that keeps you focused? I know because I saw you live. You like singing. She in a clinic.
Wow.
If you follow her, please follow Sister Lulama, guys.
Yeah.
Follow her on TikTok. She's Sister Lu, right? Yes. She likes singing. She likes this gospel. What you tell us? What keeps you motivated?
I am rooted and I'm a God-fearing person, child of God,
Yes.
and that keeps me grounded. And I mentioned earlier on that we always have to remain authentic. I was a bit worried when I ventured into business that this part of me that likes singing hymns and everything, how is it going to resonate with people? And then I realized that people loves you for who you are.
That is so
And
true.
there were times that I would like to dance for my piano, and I'm like, hi man,
Not
hi
my
man.
thing.
There's nothing wrong, but hey, they know me that. It's not even that I've got the best voice, but it's coming from my heart, But there's that thing that, keeps me going. And trust me when I say that there's what we call grace.
Amen.
And grace will locate you.
That is true.
So also
Wherever you
the being rooted in your forgot now.
Being rooted in your
Okay.
truth.
Yes, in your truth, and also knowing your higher most, it doesn't matter. We don't have that thing that you have to be a Christian or whatever that you believe in.
Yes.
People always believe that praying it's all about kneeling. I don't know how many times when I'm sitting here, I had conversations with God, because sometimes we want to put things that we want before God more than that we trying to understand what is it that God wants to align you with. So everybody, I guess, needs to have that inner voice and have the discernment spirit, because not all the things, you think about that should be okay to implement them.
Okay.
So it is very important that you listen to that inner voice and also seek advices from other people. I am sitting here, I'm not an expert, I've got a long way. I still learn from others.
Yes.
And I'm one of the people that I'm a firm believer that it is okay. When you are an entrepreneur like Sister Maureen, she's got so many clinics, but people should not be fooled. She's got employees. If you are still trying to stand up, you need to be careful not to overwhelm yourself.
That is
You
true.
know, remember some of the entities that we're running, if you go to hospitals, big hospitals, they have people that are trained for those departments. So in as much as you know all of them, but you cannot be able to render quality services to people.
So you're actually telling people to not bite more than they can chew.
100%.
When they start, they need to actually analyze and strategize and see what works for them before they make money.
What makes you
Because
happy.
what makes money. What sustain your business.
Exactly.
Because most of people, they tend to just want to grab, and the next thing you can't sustain
Maintain.
that.
And you know what, Sister Maureen? There's absolutely nothing wrong with starting big if you have the resources. People should not be like stuck in this thing that Sister Lulama started with one drip stand. By the way, it was one drip stand that I used to put it on my shoulders, running to all these houses. And also, guys, just going back a little bit, that social media, talking about your business should be something that when you dream and you wake up and you do. Nobody will talk about your business on your behalf
That is true.
better than you.
Yourself.
That is true.
So it is very important that you talk about your businesses, and the trainings that we conduct, you need to know what to talk about. It's not everything that you're going to talk about there. People need to know, if you say you have products, what are they for?
Yes.
People are not just, there's a lot of products.
You know, Sister Lulama, I agree with you 100%. I always tell my members and everyone on my TikToks pages that there's no need for you to just post Sister Maureen's face. I post myself and I play music, and that is an advertisement. Talk about your brand.
That is true.
Do it yourself.
Mm.
Tell people what you are doing. That's how we do market. If you keep quiet, your brand will keep quiet.
Eesh.
You understand? So
That's true.
please, guys, talk about Move out of the closet. Come, open the door, get out, talk about your product. And we want to encourage people to do that, because we are seeing people doing very well on the social media platform, because truly speaking, social media is a good platform for the business. You
Definitely.
understand? So the other thing I want to ask you, sister, is that if there's one person sitting at home, they are so demoralized, they don't know what to do, they don't know what to start. I get a lot, Sister Lulama, a lot. My inbox is full with people that don't know where to start. Every day there will be someone who said, I don't know where to start, including the ENs, which we are not excluding them, but there are protocols, right channels to follow. We need to work under the supervision of a registered nurse that we will emphasize, you understand? But then what can you say to someone who is hopeless, who is demoralized, who those that don't know where to start? What can you give them as a word of motivation?
First of all, it's very sad that you would hear that there's a person that is sad about where to start. I want to say that the best way of starting is to start today.
That is true.
When I leave this place, Sister Maureen from her members should be receiving the calls that we are starting today.
Yeah.
By the way, it's closed in the shops. Tomorrow, we are starting.
Yeah.
Yes, we are starting tomorrow. Then the rest will find us on the way.
Thank you.
100%. The business compliance, we are definitely going to make sure that you
Yes.
are going to get them and establish them. But the best way of starting is to eradicate the fear and start as
That's
now.
right.
So there shouldn't be anybody that is still afraid, because we have so many people that have went all out to make sure that we have these platforms and we know the right channels,
And
which
they are accessible.
and
All
they're
the
accessible.
information is there.
Yes.
All the
Yes,
resources are
there's
there.
nothing to fear. But I also want to acknowledge that some people are not. I was talking with Sister Maureen of
Of
camera,
camera, yes.
that you also need as a person to look at your strong capabilities,
True.
and also understand that this is what you are good at. So we have people that came to me several times that, Sister Lulama, I know what it takes, but I'm just not a person that would want to be on the social media. I always say to them that that's fine. That makes you a unique and individual, which is why today we have these platforms. I do not know how it works with you guys, but we've got people that are specializing with the PR that you have to pay if you
Right now,
really,
there's AI.
yes, if you cannot do it on your own. And sometimes I always say that you don't necessarily have to hype your image as a
I
face.
always tell people, Salama, sorry to cut you up, but I always tell people to utilize ChatGPT.
Exactly.
I mean, it's there for people to utilize it. It's
Exactly.
there to make people's life easy. I
Definitely.
mean, why are you not using it? Yeah. So, guys,
Is you can take a product, put it here, and say, ChatGPT, make somebody hold it.
And
They
guess
hold-
what? Also on that regard, while it's okay that we're talking about the physical beauty, but we also have to understand that that is not sustainable in terms of business. The very same face, few years to come, it might sag. Are you going to be out of the game? So you need to be very strategic in terms of what else that you can do in terms of your business being there and not suffering because of you are no longer beautiful.
Exactly.
So that's what makes that you need to collaborate. Find people that will assist you.
Collaboration.
Yes, that's
not
what
about you.
is what else that I can do. How do I advertise my business
True.
without talking about it? Also, it's a win-win situation. When we started at Lou, by the way, that's my nickname.
Okay.
Yes, at Lou, a wellness clinic.
Okay.
It's also advisable. However, I don't have a problem with people that these days, everybody, their businesses are named, it reminds them of their grandparents, whoever. But it's also advisable that when you are establishing a business, there's a word enemy. It is there because it does exist. There are people that will not like you for no apparent reason.
Particular reason, yeah.
So it's also okay to name your business without really touching much of your name,
Personalized.
yourself.
Thank you.
You always
So
say that.
Even,
Thank you.
even your
At least I've got someone who
Exactly.
agrees with me. Sister,
even your enemy should buy your product at clicks
how I am
at the shops
against-
without.
Nina, I'm going to distract you. Please allow me.
Yeah.
How I'm so against nurses or anyone using their names for I mean, they're using their
For a
names
business.
for a business.
Yeah.
I always talk about that because I mean my name Kasipedi ki Majaji.
Yeah.
Guys, let's just be
Yeah.
let's just be realistic. Nahana kiri Majaji wellness.
Eish.
Guys, let's talk Maria wellness.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry to
How
mention
many people
names.
don't like Maria
Guys,
out there?
let's come. Itang little smart.
That is
Let's
true.
let other restructure. Let's build this. Look at the triple O. It's so it's so natural.
Exactly.
Who hates triple
It
O?
actually sounds like a big brand.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
big brand.
Your SG has mentioned, Hore, you are responsible for your business growth in terms
That
of
is true.
marketing your business. You also are responsible to your business identity.
That is so true.
And guess what, Sister Maureen? Us, when we came to the game, nobody guided us. We didn't know. And being the mentorship, mentors, we do not want people to fall in the same trap. We are guiding people that some of the things that you see that this could be a disadvantage. We mentoring people that you need to be careful. So just to emphasize that if possible, do not attach
Your
so
name to the
much of your
business.
names.
Your name to the business. Because some of us, our names, we
Yeah.
get them from our grandparents. Grand.
You know, sometimes I always say that you could be sitting next to Mr. KFC.
Hey.
You don't even know who
never
he
know.
is. So why should people know? Yes,
Yeah.
we've done that and we want to make it work. And guess what? I must be honest with you. We have started establishing other businesses after those mistakes just to make sure that we do not have those names.
Okay.
But the people that we're mentoring, we do not want them.
Before we close, there's one important question which I really would like to know the answer to, right? Like, how do you define success when you started versus how you define it now?
Wow, that's good. If you were in my era when I started, I always look at the pictures, everything, the background, the achievements that I've, and I look at them and say, you know what, this can only be God, you know. And I don't take that credit to myself. I take it to the whole collection of the nurses that I've met. I am not just an entity on my own, but the successes that I can count on and say, you know what, I am patting my shoulders. It's exactly to sit where I'm sitting. You know, who has ever thought that from bedside nursing that I still believe there's nothing wrong? Should even when I'm a visitor, if there's a bell that is ringing, a patient wants a bedpan, I remain a nurse.
Wow.
And that's what humbles me. But it doesn't end there. A nurse must keep moving regardless.
Regardless, girl.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, we had an amazing information today from Sister Lou.
Absolutely.
I want to encourage and to empower everyone at home. No one should stay or sit at home. But so everyone, guys, have an opportunity to actually engage, and we can help you here at NBS. You know, what you have to do is to reach out to NBS on our social media platforms. TikTok, you can come to my page and say, "Hi, Sister Maureen, I want to join NBS." This time is even easier because you've got a platforms like NBS where they come as supportive structure where they support you to start your own. And the good thing is that we also give you a starter pack. So we give you a kickstart. 10,000 worth of your equipment. So you choose what you want to do. If you want to be in the aesthetic, you say, Sister Maureen, I want a starter pack that contains of a bed, drip stand, folding bed, and all of that. And we sponsor you because we believe in you. And it's not for free, yes,
Mhm.
but it comes back with no interest.
Exactly.
So we want you to start. We are giving you a platform, guys. So I
That's
mean,
wonderful.
yes, Sister Lou. So
Mm.
even those that wants to formulate their own products and you don't have money to pay Sister Lou's training, you come to us. As long as you can prove to us that you will be able to retain the money for us to be able to help other people, and also that you will make your business successful
Mm.
and profitable. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just want to say the last final question. Tell us about your business. Where is your business situated, and how do people get hold of you?
Wow, that's a good question. I'm actually situated at Edenville.
Edenvale.
Yes, it's
Okay.
Eden Terrace Shopping Center,
Okay.
number 60. That's where the magics take place.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that where you do your master classes as well?
I'm only going to start doing them at most cases I was doing it at Horton Hotel, but because I've got enough
Enough
space,
space. Oh yeah, I saw you got a big space.
yes, so I just thought that by the way, guys, I've got an upcoming mentorship class.
Okay, the date
The
starts already.
Yes, the
Good.
first one is going to be on the 10th of April. That
Okay.
is the one that is going to involve mostly the formulation of the products. You name them, the diffusers, the skin products, and everything. And imagine that's a lifetime skill.
Yeah.
Who can give you that kind of a skill?
Yeah.
And the second one, the date is not out, but it's also going to be the end of April.
Okay.
That one, that is the one of the gurus. The gurus, it's us,
Okay.
the nurses, the cream of whatever. Because I'm telling you that there's nothing that makes me proud than what nurses that are doing. So that's where we will be doing the aesthetic mentorship class and the lipolysis injections, you name them.
How much is the
It's
what
only
does it cost?
5,000 rands.
Okay, 5,000 for the whole day.
Yes, for the whole day. And we also have the ongoing mentorship class.
Okay.
That's where whenever that you see clarity, because remember, we're talking about nurses here that came with their own skill, but now we're teaching them about how to utilize it and incorporate it in terms of the business, because you cannot leave your salary just to come and suffer on the other side. You need to make it better and better. So
So in the social media platform, in the
No.
social media platform, what are your handles? Where can we find you?
Okay, Facebook, Lula Mangoko. And you'll also find me on Instagram. I guess I share the same credentials. It's Lula Mangoko.
Okay.
And also with TikTok, I'm also Lula Mangoko. But those that knows me, they call me Sister Lou.
Guys,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, please follow Sister Lou. Learn more about her upcoming incredible programs that she has for you and the trainings that she has aligned for 2026. Guys, and then even the members in the NBS, we are going to send you to these certified training programs that she has
Wonderful.
because compliance is very important in our space. So if you want to reach out to Sister Lulama, I love her TikTok because she's doing very well there.
yeah?
You know, yeah.
Check it out. I'll see
Yeah.
Follow her.
So, but I'm so
And
jealous.
Facebook as
Oh, yeah.
well, though.
I'm so jealous. Her 100,000 K. Can they also follow me?
Exactly. Exactly. No, push.
Let's share. Karen is sharing, eh? We work as a team. We do
we are
teamwork.
one.
We are one.
Yep.
So yeah. So please, guys, follow us. Nurses.
Mm.
Nurses. I don't know. I'm gonna have to be a pastor in the nursing space. To you know what? To advocate. I will never stop.
Too many opportunities.
I will never stop because we are sitting and people are taking our
Eish.
jobs. People are taking our
Yeah.
our
Tenders.
services,
Yeah.
our tenders. You know, and we are sitting. You know, and I know people are working so much hard night and day in the hospitals, guys. Guys, I am saying this and I will repeat this because I've been there and I know. So that you make a choice, guys. Just make a decision. Move out of that poverty life. That is poverty life. I'm going to say it again. It's
Yes.
poverty life.
Indeed.
You can't overwork you like that, and there are opportunities. You can choose to be a wound care. You can choose to be in the aesthetic. You can do medical IV. You can open your own school. You can do a home visit. You can do
You
non-hospital.
can be a runner.
You can be a runner. You can formulate your own product.
Come on.
Guys, I'm going to be, this is very sensitive. Nurses who are in digital marketing for other companies with the skills.
Mm.
Hi, amen.
Mm.
Irin amen, Bazalwan.
Amen,
Because you
Bazalwan.
can't. You can't. How do you take your degree to a digital marketing company to go and sell a perfume and a roll-on when you have skills? And we say NBS is here to lift you up and to support you. I want to say shout out to all my over 50 members that we have this year in the NBS space.
Wow.
We are going to move and forward. You go. And what you said, we move forward regardless.
Regardless.
Yes. I was just given a slogan this year. 2026, we fix. We what?
We upgrade the skills.
Okay. 2026, we?
Watch me fix.
Okay.
What should we
2026,
fix?
watch me fix.
Watch me fix. Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Guys, before we close, I want to say we are going to grand open a nurse-led practice. It's one of our member, and guess what? She is she's a student from Sister Lulama.
Wow.
I've learned that today.
Wow.
Yeah. So she actually went through one of Sister Lulama's programs.
Yeah.
And Sister Lulama is actually, maybe I shouldn't say this because she wants to surprise her.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So on next week, Saturday, guys, if you have doubts and you don't know if you, or you still panicking, you still like not decide.
You don't know what, you're not sure if you really are
Yeah,
ready.
you are not sure if you want to join
Where to
NBS,
start?
where to start. Just do me a favor. Come to the Honeydew. I'm going to attach the address on this video. Come to the Honeydew on Saturday the 31st. We are going to turn the complex into a clinic.
Wow.
A nurse-led practice. We are going to the billboards as nurses. And I want to empower and encourage people to say, guys, you can do it. These things, you are sitting on it, go and make money. 2026, we are making money. All right. And the other thing is the Kickstart, the beginners program in Polokwane. Mr. Lou, you are invited. By the way, I forgot to tell you. And I would love to put you one of the speakers. I'm so motivated. You are invited to our upcoming. It's the first one Kickstart this year. It's going to be in Polokwane in the Royal Hotel. I'll send you the details. All right. So let's go and teach people. Let's go and
Are people winning tickets?
yeah, they are with. That is your
Wow.
responsibility. Why?
Yeah, but okay. Let's get-
Okay, give 5. I'm telling you as a CEO, give 5 tickets.
Look, we give you 5 tickets. The CEO has
That's
spoken.
beautiful.
The CEO has spoken. 5 tickets, and how much are they worth?
1,000 rands.
We are giving away 5,000 rents,
Yes.
basically.
And what I want to emphasize, can these winners or can these winners be from Limpopo?
Limpopo only.
Doesn't matter which
Only
area.
Limpopo.
Yeah, you know why? It's because of we want to make sure that we cover Limpopo.
Yeah.
You understand?
Shout
We
out
explore.
Limpopo.
Shout out Limpopo.
Gotcha.
And then 5,000 worth of
And
5
it's-
tickets.
It's so easy to win.
Yeah.
It's so easy to win. All you got to do is just go to your social media,
Yeah.
post a video of yourself saying, I'm going to the Kickstart in Limpopo,
Okay.
and tag NBS.
Yes.
And then go and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Literally 2 things.
And we're still
Wow.
on with grey scrubs and uniform.
Yes.
And there's a winner there. There's a lady who bought a ticket first.
Oh, wow.
Sister Grace is going to surprise it's no longer a surprise. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't see.
I don't know. If she sees, maybe she doesn't know she's first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the first ticket purchaser or buyer
Yeah.
is going to get a free set of scrubs.
Wow.
She's going to get to choose her own branding,
Wonderful.
her own design,
Beautiful.
her own color. That is actually to set her to be in the CEO era. I get it. Yes, CEO. High five. Oh yeah.
Is that a
CEO.
I'm also a CEO. I'm also a CEO.
You're the one.
Daddy, I'm a CEO, okay? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are done.
Wonderful.
Thank you.